Welcome back and welcome to Valen. I was gonna tell you a little something about it, but instead of me telling you, I think it's better to hear it from the man himself.
How do you like it here in Velen?
I don't. Swamps, bogs, marshes everywhere.
Exactly.
So yeah, not really a perfect place, but a home to some, and one of those some is the man we're searching for, Hendrik, our spy.
Give me a bottle of something strong.
We don't find him in a place where we are supposed to meet, but we do manage to find some trouble.
Innkeep, vodka.
Who's this'n?
Brave warrior, looks like. Got two swords, see?
Oi, great boy. What's the point of having two swords?
Wonder if he keeps an extra prick in his trousers too.
You fucking deaf.
Look, I did try being nice, I even offered him a drink.
How about I buy everybody around?
Why would you?
Got the coin for it.
But
Simple
this
as that.
bastard just kept being noisy, and I wasn't just gonna tell a random guy my life story just because he asked.
Which way might yours
Is it just me, or is that none of your fucking business?
be? I must be hearing things.
You ain't. He meant to insult.
I'll have to kill him then.
But just like any other guy who thinks he's more important than he is, he can't accept that, and we are forced to kill him and his group. Now, if you ask me, this was totally not my fault. The tavern keeper tells us that Hendrik lives in the village nearby.
Now where's Hendrik?
Man lives in Heatherton.
And there we discover quite a strange sight. The place is empty and there is snow on houses and water is frozen, even though the rest of Valen looks like this. Okay, so I'm gonna jerk off the game a little bit. Even though this is not the original version from 2016, this is an updated version of The Witcher 3. The game is beautiful to look at and it still looks much better than most modern games. Looking at you, Assassin's Creed. Anyway, we do manage to find a single living
Whoever you is,
person.
Get away!
Calm down. It's over.
Aye, it's over. All's past, never to be restored. I'll not forget that ever.
Looking for a man named Hendrik, supposed to live in this village.
Aye, he did. No longer. They nabbed him in that hut. If you'd have heard the cries, sir, if you'd have heard how a man can scream, how he can suffer.
Tell me what happened here, step by step.
They took him all. The sun was waning, see, and the dusk went crimson like blood. Thought to myself, strange, the toads, I cannot hear them. I know not what happened there, save terror through and through. Hendrik screamed, then he begged. By the end, he could do naught but moan.
As you may have predicted, all of the snow and the frozen stuff, yeah, it was the Wild Hunt's doing. And as you may have also predicted, the guy being tortured was our boy Henrik.
Shit.
We find him in not such a great condition, all beaten up and frozen, but Exploring a bit, we do find something the Wild Hunt didn't.
Should check his boots. Blood. Congealed. Key hidden in his boot. Gotta fit a keyhole. Somewhere nearby, hopefully.
Pretty sloppy if you ask me. The key leads us to the cellar, where we find some useful information, and most of it about Ciri.
What's this? Notes among the ledger entries. Clever. Missing and wanted. Subject appeared in Skellige, also sighted in Novigrad. Appearance unchanged. Ashen hair, scar on her face. Avoids contact with others.
It says that she was seen in one additional place, that being Skellige. Also mentions two people Ciri interacted with.
Drunken swine. So-called Baron clashed with a witch. Subject landed in swamp, encountered a witch.
And that someone was onto her.
Caution advised. I'm being observed. Don't know by whom or why. Unsettling signs. Dog ran off. Water in bucket froze solid.
I think that gives us a pretty good idea of who that might have been.
I'm too late. My only leads, the Baron and some witch. Damn.
Them indeed. So let's go meet our witch first. I'm pretty sure she's gonna be a nicer sight than some Baron. Since we don't have her exact location, we search for her and end up stumbling onto this goofy guy.
Good day. Heard you know where to find the local witch.
Who told you that?
Your wife.
Daft wench. Leave me be and don't listen to that nattering sow. We've not had a witch, shaman, nor cunning wench in ages.
You sure? Give it a think.
Won't take no for an answer, will ye? Ooh, all right. Know the small pond near the village?
He's a clown, but he's also right. We do find our witch there, and she seems to be having a blast dealing with the
Yes.
peasants.
Cows are wheezing, won't rise from the barn floor. Pus streams from her snout.
Do I look like a dairymaid to you?
No, miss, but you know things. 'Tis our last cow. None other left in the village.
Rest died of hunger, or soldiers let him off. Oh, we're as good as dead without her.
When the conversation ends, we find her, well, not in her cabin, but we do manage to find the portal there.
Powerful aura. Must be some artifact or... So this is where she disappeared to.
It leads us to a very cool place
Well, well.
with an even nicer view.
Greetings, Witcher.
Missed a spot.
Where? Hope you didn't come to court.
This is...
Keira Metz.
She's a sorceress, witch, magic user, however you wanna call her, from the books, but she's a relatively minor character, even though she had an important position once, being an advisor to one of the major kings at the time. She tells us that she's hiding here in Velen, because anyone dealing with magic is not really welcomed nowadays. In the north, the kingdoms united under King Radovid have created a faction called the Witch Hunters, especially to hunt down and kill anyone using magic. And in the south, with the Black Ones, magic users are allowed to live, but they're under strict control of the Emperor himself, so no real freedom there either. And she's clearly not happy with this.
Been here a while, haven't you?
Long enough for rot to set in. You cannot possibly imagine how much I detest this place.
Also,
Radovid and Emma differ in every respect except one. They share a deep hatred of the Lodge of Sorceresses. And I was a member.
she used to be a part of the Lodge of Sorceresses, an organization made out of all female magic users. They thought the men in powerful positions incompetent and used their power to influence them, and you can see why that would make them a bit unpopular amongst the men in power now. but the organization does not exist anymore. She tells us that she wasn't contacted by Siri directly, but someone else tried finding Siri through her.
It was an elf, this individual who asked about Cyrilla. No flea-bitten Scoia'tael slob either, but an elven mage.
He say what his name was?
He didn't. And he wore a mask. Very secretive all around, but I liked him. He was intelligent and composed.
He say what he wanted with Ciri?
Only that they were to meet in Velen. He wished to know if she'd arrived before he did.
He leave any message for her?
No, but he asked that were I to meet her, I should lead her to him.
So you know where to find him?
Yes, he said he found a hideout in some elven ruins near the village of Midcopse. I'll go there with you.
That being our only new clue, we go to some elven ruins to see if we can find something more. And more we find. Pretty much as soon as we get in, we catch a glimpse of a few members of the Wild Hunt teleporting away.
The Wild Hunt.
What? Phantom Riders? That means... I thought they didn't exist.
Feast your eyes on the non-existent then.
We try following them with our own teleport.
Ready. Follow me.
Damn portals. Wonder where Keira is now.
Although unsuccessfully. After wandering around for a bit, we find our way back to Keira and eventually also back to the Wild Hunt.
Sharaz! Esai Isa! Java Doin Nilin Yama! Ren!
Here we get our first fight with the Wild Hunt and our first boss fight with them, kinda.
You're stubborn, Tuan.
Geralt, I shall help you.
Step back.
Stop telling me what to do.
The fight itself is honestly nothing special. It's just the basic one-on-one, technically one-on-two, because we also have Keira helping us out. After reducing his health to a certain amount, he summons the Wild Hunt dogs or whatever they are. It's just a basic 6 out of 10 boss fight. It's more like an introduction to the Wild Hunt. Here we also get to see a little bit more of how they look, and they look pretty cool. I would definitely say that it is inspired by The Lord of the Rings and maybe more specifically Sauron, at least the armor, but yeah, a cool looking one. After that, we search the place, but honestly we don't find much. There is a message for Ciri from the elf.
Cyril, this place is no longer safe. Do not tarry here long. Trust no one, and above all, beware the witches of Crookback Bog. Try to reach the place where last we were together.
It's of no use to us. Although, turns out that Keira was being naughty and not telling us everything she knew.
The witches of Crookback Swamp.
Crookback Bog.
Keira, if you're hiding something...
But I didn't say...
You know these witches?
I've never met them, but I've read of them. In an old manuscript I found in one of the huts in the village. It mentions the village witches venturing into Crookback Bog at times to liaise between the villagers and the crones, the ladies of the wood. The crones appear to be intolerant of outsiders, but they help the local folk.
How do I find them?
The swamps are vast, dangerous, but they say the crones mark the way for peasants who wish to visit them. The manuscript mentions a chapel in Crookback Bog, and from that chapel one must follow a trail of treats.
treats.
So we at least learned something about the witch, or more like witches, that our spy was talking about. And on our way out,
At last. But it was worth it, right? You learned something about Ciri in the end. Something important. Do you intend to venture into Crookback Bog? You must tell me about it afterwards.
Don't know that I'll get the chance.
Geralt, there are two types of men. Those who see opportunity and take advantage, and those who forge the opportunities themselves. I've always seen you as an example of the latter. Besides, I've a favor to ask you. So, visit me sometime?
I'm pretty sure that's her hitting on us. We are definitely getting a DM later in a form of a messenger pigeon or something.
I'll stop by. You can be sure.
In that case, I shall be waiting.
See ya, Keira.
Anyway, time to meet the Baron. The Baron, or more commonly known as the Bloody Baron, a lovely nickname by the way, must be a Gandhi-like peaceful guy, lives in a place called the Crow's Perch. Basically a castle that is surrounded by water with only one way to enter it. When we get there, we discover that we are not as welcomed as we would like. I wonder why. Killing a few more of the Baron's men, we see that we are locked out.
Halt! Who goes there?
Baron home?
Not your concern.
Need to talk to him. Open the gate.
Not a chance.
We heard what happened at the crossroads.
We'll not let a man like that in here.
Luckily, we find a villager who doesn't give a shit and is up for some negotiation.
How about that? Takes a tired old man not to panic and run when I appear. Greetings.
Greetings to you.
Other villagers all scurried off soon as they saw me. You didn't.
Oh, I'm too old to scurry. Besides, what could you do to me? Kill me? Go ahead. I've not long to live. Tan me hide? Wouldn't work. My skin's right brittle.
Lived here long?
Since I was born. Reckon that'll be more than 70 winters.
Must know the area well.
Not bad.
Listen, I gotta get inside the fortress. Can I do that without going through the front gate?
Ye can, but few know the way. If you were to make an humble offering, call it, to this humble man, maybe I could point you in the right direction.
Fine. Don't really feel like arguing with the guards.
Years back, when the old lord still ruled Crow's Perch, the blacksmith's boy went missing.
Whole village looked for him. No luck. Finally found the boy in the river. He drowned.
Tragic. But how's that supposed to help me?
A few days on, an old woman who served the lord found the boy's cap near the castle well.
So, either he lost it there or he fell in the well.
Clever man. Village folk built a shrine where they found the lad's body, northwest of here. Wait till you'll find an entrance to a passage nearby.
Exiting Crow's Perch, going around it, then under the water, and through some caves. We end up right where we wanna be.
Emphysema, now those were balls. Attended a few, me and my Annie. Oh, how we danced, how we twirled, ha ha ha!
Ooh!
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, hey!
Enough. I don't care how you do it, but the deliveries must be weekly.
Won't you stay for tea?
No. Besides, you've another guest.
Aha! A defender of the downtrodden. Greetings.
News gets around quick.
That it does.
When I learned you'd slaughtered my men, I thought to have you captured and hanged. Or at least flogged.
So, this is...
Philip Strenger. Now the blobtits round here call me the Bloody Baron.
He tells us that Ciri was indeed there and what happened to her. At least a part of it.
She showed up some time ago. Exhausted, wounded, and stinking like a soaked hound after a hard hunt. Later, I learned she'd come from the swamp. Said some beasts from the woods attacked her before she could reach the village.
And we actually get to play as Ciri.
That was close. I must leave this place.
You can see that she's a grown-ass woman compared to the dream we had in the beginning. Also, playing as her is fucking awesome. I mentioned her powers in the past, but let me explain them a little bit better now. So, she has magical powers, but she is not a sorceress like Yen or recently met Keira. They are trained to control and use the magic from other sources, not from nothing. Ciri herself is the source of her magic and cannot use the traditional magic they can. And this is because of her blood. She is partially an elf, and not just any kind of elf, the one from the Elder Blood. Long story short, it is special because long time ago elven sages bred special kind of elves with the intent to make them super powerful. And eventually the descendant of all of this ended up being Ciri. Both of her parents are human, but somewhere down the line a part of her ancestors were from the Elder Blood. I will not spoil you yet what her powers are, but they are pretty overpowered. Okay, returning to the more recent past. Ciri is really fun to play with, she's super mobile, teleporting all over the place. Honestly, it can be pretty jarring going back to Geralt after playing as her. Ciri's gameplay part is pretty short. We encounter...
You can calm down. Hello there. Are you lost?
A little, I guess.
How did you wind up here?
My father brought me. Told me to follow the trail of treats and eat my fill. He said he would wait. So I started down the trail, but then I saw a butterfly, and I ran to catch it, and I lost my way.
Your father, why did he have you follow the trail of treats? Do you know?
Because we had nap to break our fast with.
I don't understand.
I was naughty. Broke a jug. Spilled all our milk.
Your parents must have been angry.
Mother said I should be spanked, but Father said wouldn't do no good. Too many mouths to feed anyway. Sending me down the trail of treats. That would solve things.
Yeah, so her father basically sent her to the woods to get killed, wanting to take her back.
Come, I'll walk you home. And explain to your parents that they must not lose their children in the woods.
We can't go home because of the Wolf King.
Who ends up being a werewolf.
What?
The Wolf King, now do you believe me?
I do. Hide!
We make a quick work out of him. And end up saving another random guy.
Boy, you really give him a drubbing. Never seen anything like it.
You have bandages at home? Some spirit? He laid a claw or two on me, unfortunately.
I've not, miss, but my lord, he's a powerful man. He's sure to help you.
Who takes us to his lord, the Baron.
Just who do you think you brought me, man? That's not me daughter.
And the little one?
Neither, damn it! I think I'd know my own child.
Well, it might not be yours, the older one, but you've got to admit the likeness. That's downright striking. So, any chance for that reward?
You'll not see one fucking copper. Get out before I set my hounds on you. So I ordered my men to watch her and left her to rest.
And?
A topic for another time.
This is where Ciri's story ends for now, and where he tells us about his problem. He isn't just a nice guy doing us a favor. No. Of course not. That's not how this world works. He wants us to find his daughter and wife, who had allegedly just disappeared.
But you see, it so happens my wife and daughter are missing as well. I propose an exchange. Find my loved ones, and I shall tell you about the girl you seek. All.
Having no choice because we need all the info we can get, it's time for Detective Get Out. And the first step to solving any mystery is getting all the info we can.
When do you see them last?
They vanished after the new moon, as if whisked away by shadows.
What do you mean, vanished?
Precisely that. I awoke one morn to find them gone.
You try to search for them?
Sent men out right away, but they're not suited to it. It's one thing to rip up floorboards in search of a peasant's last sack of grain. Finding a living person, they just don't know how.
Maybe they were kidnapped. Got any enemies?
None worth mentioning. Worthless little pricks and angry peasants is all. None would dare raise a finger against my family. Any who might have, they've been eating dirt long since.
Anything unusual happened before they disappeared? They act differently, do anything strange?
Unusual? No. Well, not long ago, peasants came to complain that a beast had ravaged a woman by the well, devoured another lass before her. Common occurrences in Velen. And my women, Anna, quiet as a mouse as ever, and Tamara, occupied with her things.
Ah, things. Well, this guy ain't winning any Father of the Year awards.
I'll need to know a lot more than that. Can I see their rooms?
What for?
I need clues. Anything to latch onto.
He then leads us to Tamara's, his daughter's room.
I pity any bastard who's hurt her. I'll flay him alive. Here it is. Damn it! Jammed again. Our bedchamber. Tamara's room is there.
Will we go straight through the door?
Try not to make this. For their return, I want everything to be as they left.
We need only a couple of seconds to discover that something ain't right. There are signs of a fight. Someone threw a candlestick across the room.
It gets interesting. Piece of wood looks like the stem of that candlestick. No coincidence there.
And there is wine all over the place.
Rest of the candlestick. And wine stains. Somebody smashed a bottle. From Toussaint. Yeah, Hervelus. Scent hasn't died. Wonder where it'll lead me.
Exploring a bit more, we also find...
Damn, trail breaks off. Spruce wood. Find something else. Smells of juniper incense. Some sort of folk talisman. Protective. Question is, against what? Won't find much else here.
Let's see what the Baron has to say about our new discoveries. At first, he acts like he knows absolutely nothing about what happened in the room.
Found signs of a fight in the room. Know anything about that?
A fight? What are you talking about?
Someone was attacked. Probably your wife or daughter. Whoever it was tried to defend themselves with a candlestick. Missed the attacker. Punctured the wall instead. They tussled too.
I don't know nothing about this. That night, I was drunk. Don't remember a thing. They were gone by the time I awoke.
Whole landing smells of wine. Tell me anything about that?
One of the lads, must be. Lushes, one and all.
Give your men Hervelus?
Oh, damn it. I might have spilled it. I told you I was good and marinated that night. Was it matter? Stench of wine in plenty of corn around the castle.
But he's obviously not telling us everything.
Recognize this amulet?
Yes. Anna began wearing it a time ago.
He at least tells us something about the talisman and points us in a direction.
Any idea where she got it?
None.
Any witches or cunning women in the area?
A Pella. Old Coot lives near Blackbow. And there's a cunning woman in Midcopse, but I know little about her. She's only recently arrived. If Anna were to see someone, she'd choose the Pella, not the woman. Anna was wary of strangers, newcomers.
Ought to have a chat with this Peller.
Fair warning, he's a hard man to talk to. Rumour has it he killed his own father with an axe as a lad, then went batty. Now they say he sees ghosts and ploughs his goat.
Not really interested in his hobbies. Just want to ask about the amulet.
Funny guy, this Geralt.